Alright guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir video. This video we're gonna talk about seasonal reset, right? Because the season is coming to an end. As we can see, this is the old server I played on. It's gonna reset technically in like 3 days, I believe. It should be 6 days. I don't know. It's gonna reset in a week. And at this point of the game, on my account, there's nothing to do. For the other world exploration, the dragon boss is done. So yeah, there's nothing to do at this point, right? Every day when I log to the game, basically I just do the guild boss and log off. There's nothing to do. PvP is pretty shitty, and for PvE, it's gonna get reset. It's gonna get a full reset in 7 days. So no reason to do any of the dungeons. As you guys can see, I am like my stamina is pretty much constantly full for the past 7 days. There's nothing to do. So we're gonna talk about seasonal reset and my opinion about it. And there are some features about seasonal reset that I really dislike. Alright, so let's just take a look at in-game news. Season 2 is coming soon. They're gonna do a server merge. I think server merge is a very good thing. It's gonna keep the server alive because if you have played other mobile games that have servers, the old server is going to have less and less players, right? As time goes by, it's a necessary thing to keep the server alive, and I think that is a really good thing, right? They're gonna give some rewards to the old players on the server, and then they're gonna add new servers. And I think the developers, they released a statement on their Discord server. They're saying that they are going to release one new server every day. So I would guess it's been almost 90 days since the game's launch, right? I would assume there are at least 90 servers out there. I'm not sure, but maybe we can take a look, right? Let's not do that because it's gonna leak my account information. So there are 90 servers out there, and the problem with that is every server, let's say the 90 server out there, they all have a different time of their season 1's ending, right? And I think that is a really bad thing for the game because everybody is gonna finish season 1 in a different time, right? This is the oldest server, so I'm going to be finished season 1 at December 15th, which is like 6 days from now. Well, maybe 5-6 days from now. And I will say at this point, majority of the players probably won't finish the season until the new year. So the reason I think that is a bad thing is if we look at all the seasonal game out there, Diablo 4, just an example, like everyone, they're gonna start the season and finish the season at the same time. I know it's a gacha game, right? You have limited stamina. If you start late, if you're joining an old season and you start late, it's gonna be a little bit behind, right? I understand the necessity of opening a new season, but what I think they should do is when they open a new season, like they should have the season finish at the same time as the old server. I mean, it's still fair, right? It's still fair. You're competing with the new players in a new server. You still finish the same time. But the problem is a lot of new players coming into the game, they play for like maybe 10 days. They watch some YouTube content creators making some video about the game, and then they realize that they're actually 1 or 2 months behind of their content, right? And that is a very bad feeling. And I have already noticed a couple people, they really hate this feature, and they want to play with the most up-to-date server, right? And they simply cannot do that because like you have to use an invite code to join the old server. That just makes 0 sense, right? I haven't seen any game where like you need an invite code to join the old server, right? That is so weird, right? If people want to join old server, they're okay with being behind a lot. Let them do that, right? What's the problem? Why are you limiting people from joining old server? And if I am a new player, I just start a game, like I'm just gonna join an old server because it's gonna get a full reset, right? And they said in their Discord statement that they don't want people to fall behind so much. That's why they're doing this. I mean, the players won't fall behind so much when you get a full reset, right? Like, what if it's not a seasonal gacha? The players are gonna fall behind much more. Think about Raid Legends, right? Raid Legends only have one global server. Everybody play on one server. People have been playing that game for like 4 or 5 years. A new player join the game, they're on the same server. The new players are gonna fall behind by 4 or 5 years. I think, why does it matter, right? Fundamentally, like in this game, you don't really play with other player, right? The arena is kind of trash. Like, you are fighting an AI in arena mostly. The live arena, I don't even touch live arena. And you beat dungeon, you beat guild boss. There's really no interaction in this game. So, like for most of people, I can say like you can basically treat this as a single player experience. That's a common thing in most of gacha games. So yeah, I really dislike the idea that seasons finish at different time. I think they can open new server every day, I don't care, but seasons need to finish at the same time. Like if a new server is open late, they need to cut some content or speed up some content on that server. For example, the first month is really slow, right? If a server is open late, maybe the first month, just squeeze it into a week or something, right? So it can finish at the same time. I just dislike the idea. The players are not gonna be interested in Dragonheir YouTube video if they're fall behind for like 2-3 months. We can, like, I noticed that Dragonheir video just overall gets very low views compared to other mobile games. It's just not only happened to me, but happened to other big Dragonheir content creators. Their videos are just not doing that well, to be honest. Alright, and another thing I really dislike about seasonal mechanic is they announced in their Discord that if you're a new player, you start in season 2, you cannot start in season 2. If you're a new player, let's say you want to join the game next week, you will be forced to start in season 1. You cannot play season 2. Again, the reason that they're doing this is they say the new player is gonna fall behind too much compared to the old player, which I completely disagree, right? Especially, it's a seasonal game. You get a reset anyways, right? So yeah, unfortunately, if you're a new player, you're about to start in Dragonheir, let's say this week or next week, you will have to start from the beginning of season 1, right? To experience the content we already experienced. So, and my honest opinion about season 1 is I'll give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. I think it's okay. It's a fun game. I like the combat style of this game, but it's really flawed, right? I think it's really flawed, and I think a lot of things in this game can easily be improved. That's why I'm still faithful about this game. I think it will get better in season 2, but it's a little bit unfortunate for new players. They will have to start from beginning of season 1. And actually in content creator chat, many content creators are having a very intense discussion about this. They think this feature is gonna kill the game, including me. I think that too. I'm okay with they doing it once, right? Season 2 opens, new players will have to start from season 1. But if, let's say, season 4, season 5 comes, new player will have to start from season 1, the game is dead, right? If they continue doing this. Alright, so the biggest thing I'm having with this is I think it's a good thing to have the player consider start from season 1, but just make it a choice, right? If new player want to start from season 2, they want to start they want to compete with those veterans. They're not concerned of falling behind, right? Let them do that. Make it a choice. If they want to start from season 2, let them do that. If they want to start from season 1, compete with new players, that's cool too, right? But why are you gonna force player to start from season 1? There's not a choice, right? I think that is not a good thing, right? And you need an invite code to join old server. How does that work? I've never seen that you need invite code to join a server. And before that, you need to have the invite code from the same alliance to join that server. That is so weird. Alright, and yeah, one more thing I want to mention is talking about alliance, right? It is so weird what they're gonna do to the alliance. So when a new server comes, all the existing alliance are gonna be disbanded. So it's gone. You have to start forming a new alliance, recruiting new people, maybe old people if you can find them, right? But the problem is, most of alliance in the game, alright, from my knowledge, they don't really have a Discord server because it's really a casual game, right? It's a casual mobile game. Many alliances, they don't have a Discord, so if they got disbanded, they're not gonna get the same people back, alright? And the thing is, I just never seen this type of stuff in any other game, where every 3 months, your alliance or your guild is forced to dissolve. That is so weird, and I don't like that. How about developers just let us keep the alliance, right? So I don't have to find alliance again, right? Yeah, what else? Introduction to the season content. Like I said, I'm actually quite looking forward to the new season content because I think the game can be improved so easily if they do the right thing. Alright, the game has a very good fundamental. So there are going to be a new region that is good, and I think they say that all the quests in season 2 is going to be different. I think that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. At least it's not repetitive to season 1. You get new story. But talking about story, to me, I just completely don't give a crap about story. The first month you get time-gated storyline, right? And all I do is hit that space button. I just skip and skip and skip. I have no idea what's going on in the story. And I would guess probably a lot of you guys did the same too. I think story in this type of mobile game is a completely waste of time, right? I'm just speaking about my heart, my honest feeling. Because a good story in a mobile game is not gonna bring players in. And a bad story about in a mobile game is not gonna let player run, you know? So it's all about gameplay. A mobile game is all about gameplay. Nobody cares about story. Just make the gameplay good. Which I think this game actually does a good job. I like the gameplay, alright? Then we talk about the brand new hero. 30 new heroes. That is a lot. So 17 new legendary heroes. Wow. Every 3 months, if they're gonna add 30 new heroes, that is gonna be too many. That's just my opinion, right? You have to spend a lot of money to get them. Well, you don't have to get them all. I'm just saying, I was just comparing the speed of adding new heroes to the game from this game to Racial Legends, which is another mobile game I played before. Yeah, this is a lot of heroes. In Racial Legends, they probably add like 4 or 5 new legendary hero every 3 months. And this is a lot, alright? And some new damage mechanic, that is cool. And some new equipment set, I think that is cool too. I like that. And brand new artifact, again, you kind of have to spend to get them. I really hope they add more good epic artifact. It's weird to see them only adding 2 new epic artifact because this is much more accessible for most players, right? Yeah, and legendary artifact, I would say over 90% of players won't even get them. So why even adding so many new legendary artifacts, right? And a brand new monster and dungeon boss will be upgraded. I think that's cool because I do think the current dungeon is a little bit too easy. Alright, it's a little bit too easy. Just I'm not saying make it harder, maybe just adding more stage, so it's gonna be more fun. And there are gonna be some new events which is the season-ending summoning event. Probably gonna make video about that. You get those summoning tickets, right? Elemental affinity, new rotation. I think that's cool. That's a fun thing to look forward to, right? And other than that, I think like all the new stuff they add to the game, I really look forward to it. The biggest complaint I have about the game is the servers, right? Because what they're doing currently is if you're on an older server, you are always going to be competing with older players, right? There is not gonna be any new blood into the server. Highly unlikely. I really hope they can just make this game into like one global server. I know it's not gonna happen, but maybe just make it like a Diablo game, right? Everybody start at the same time, finish at the same time. You can play with anyone you want, and yeah, I think that will be my hope. You guys might not agree with it, right? But to me, like, let's say if I join a game halfway on a halfway of the season, right, and I'm falling behind a lot, I actually don't mind that much. To be honest, I actually don't mind that much, right? Because it's gonna get a reset in like a month or 2 months, so you will start at the same time again, right? So other than that, yeah, I look forward to new season. I think it's gonna be awesome, right? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with what I just said? Maybe I was wrong. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe they're doing the right thing about the server. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in a video soon. Bye.